These are red flags in women. Description says don't fall for it. Let's check it out. Let's see the red flags. Ain't nothing wrong with a good red flag every now and then.
Alright, listen up. Today we're talking about red flags in girls. And before anybody gets mad, relax. We're gonna do this exact same thing for guys next. Equal roasting opportunity here, but for now, let's break down some girl red flags that you cannot ignore. Starting things off, we have the Snapchat score speedrunner. If you've known her for 2 days and her snap score goes up like 2,000 points every night, bro, she's running an underground factory. She's not texting you good night. She's texting a stadium. Like every time you check, it's gone up another 100. You're sitting there thinking, oh, maybe she's just snapping her friend. Nah, bro. She's got a conveyor belt system set up. She's got dudes in different time zones running shifts like it's Amazon Prime.
You know what, bro? I've been out the game for a minute because I was locked in and married, bro. I did not even think about the store going up, bro. Did not even register that as an option. That's actually pretty crazy. That I need to keep track of that. Thank you for letting me know.
Delivery. East Coast boys handle the morning shift. West Coast picks it up at lunch. And then some random dude in Australia takes over at 3 a.m. The worst part is she'll act confused if you ever bring it up. You'll be like, yo, why'd your snap score go up 5,000 overnight? And she hits you with the, I don't even use Snapchat like that. You don't even use Snapchat like that? Then why is your Bitmoji sweating harder than me on leg day? Like, bro, if her snap score is moving faster than the crypto prices, that's not wifey material, that's public utility. If she's trading snaps the way Wall Street trades options, you need to log out immediately. I promise you, the only thing exclusive about her is the private story you're not on. And let's be honest, if her snap score is moving like the speedrun world record, you're not even a main character. You're a background NPC number 6. You're the dude that gets the streaks snap of her ceiling fan every morning, thinking you're special. No, she sent that to everyone on payroll. Snapchat is supposed to be like goofy pics with your friends, right? But if her score looks like the population of a small country, she's basically running a pyramid scheme. Every snap she sends is another recruit. And guess what? You're on the bottom level of the triangle, carrying the whole operation. And don't fall for this classic excuse. Oh, I just send streaks to keep my score up. Oh, really? You're telling me this digital number that literally has no purpose is worth more than my mental health. Okay, cool. Got it. Glad to know I'm competing with the snap gods for your attention. Next red flag we have here is the professional victim. You ask her what happened with her last boyfriend, and suddenly she's been in 7 back-to-back toxic relationships. Like, all 7 dudes were toxic, or just maybe you're the problem. She'll sit there with a straight face like, yeah, my ex was abusive, and the one before him was manipulative, and the one before him was a narcissist. At some point, you're like, damn, you're dating men, or are you collecting infinity stones? Every guy can't be the final boss of trauma. And you'll notice the stories always have the same script, like it's literally never her fault. She's done nothing wrong ever. Like, she could run over a guy's dog and somehow twist it into, well, if he didn't stress me out, I wouldn't have been driving so recklessly. Girl, no, you are just a menace with a license. The professional victim's whole brand is victimhood. That's her personality trait. You'll be talking about dinner and she'll somehow make it about her last heartbreak. Like, what do you want to eat? Ugh, my ex always told me I couldn't order pasta because I was bloated. Nobody asked for his Yelp review of Olive Garden, Karen. Here's the dangerous part though. She'll make you start doubting yourself. And suddenly you're thinking, am I being toxic right now? Bro, you just asked her how her day was. But she's so deep in that victim Olympics that she's training to spin it into an attack. And let's be real, she calls every ex toxic. Guess what you're about to be? That's right, you're getting added to the list. She's already practicing your chapter in the sad girl memoir. She's got the TikTok drafts ready. POV, he ruined me too. Like she's writing your obituary while you're still holding her hand. If you're with a professional victim, you're never dating her. You're just auditioning for the role of villain number 8. And no matter how nice you are, you're going down in history as the guy who gaslit her by breathing too loud. All right, next red flag, we have the astrology persecutor. First date hasn't even started yet, and she's like, wait, what's your rising moon? Oh, you're a Gemini? That explains everything. Explains what? That I should have swiped left? Bro, these girls treat star signs like it's a criminal record. You'll be sitting there like, yeah, I like pizza. And she's like, typical Gemini behavior. What? No, it's typical human behavior to like melted cheese cheese on bread. You're not Sherlock Holmes, you're just addicted to co-star notifications. And the way that they always do it is so smug. Like, they'll act like they cracked the Da Vinci Code because your birthday is in June.
Why
Oh,
is
you're
this shit so
impatient?
funny, bro?
That's because your Mars is in retrograde. No, I'm impatient because you've been talking about Mercury for 45 minutes and my tacos are getting cold. Astrology persecutors will deadass ruin the entire vibe over a moon cycle. You'll be trying to flirt and she'll be like, honestly, I don't think we're compatible. I can never date a Virgo rising. Okay, cool. I can
You know, I'd be like, all right, see you later.
never date someone who bases life decisions off of space rocks. We're even. And don't get me wrong, I don't care if you read your horoscope for fun, but when you start using it as an excuse for everything, that's when it's a red flag. Like, she blows up at you for being late and then hits you with, sorry, I'm just such a Cancer. No, it's you're just being rude. Stop blaming the crab constellation for your bad attitude. These girls.
Wait. Is it Cancer? What was the
Cancer. No, it's if you read your horoscope for fun, but when you start using it as an excuse for everything, that's when it's a red flag. Like, she blows up at you for being late and then hits you with, sorry, I'm just such a Cancer. No, it's you're just being rude. Stop.
I'm a Cancer, but I don't think, like, I get upset. I don't be upset about being late, though. Like, that's like the opposite for me, bro. I might show up late. Like,
Blaming the
that's
crab
what I usually do.
constellation for your bad attitude. These girls will look at you dead in the eye and tell you that a full breakup was preordained because the planets moved 3 inches to the left. Like, yeah, I had to cheat on you, dude. Saturn was in retrograde. My hands were tied. No, your hands were tied around Brad from accounting. Don't blame Saturn for that. And the wildest part is they always got some deep spiritual vocabulary to back it up. I just feel like your aura is clashing with my energy. Girl, the only aura in this room is the vape cloud you just blew in my face. Here's the thing though, astrology persecutors never use it to hype you up. It's always negative. If she finds out you're a Libra, she doesn't say, oh, you're super balanced. No, she hits you with the, oh, you're two-faced. Like, damn, thanks for the character assassination. Can I finish my drink first? At the end of the day, the astrology persecutor does not want a boyfriend. She wants a birth chart she can bully. You're not even dating her. You're just providing data for her next horoscope rant. And if you let it slide once, it never stops. You'll be 3 years into a relationship fighting about dishes and she'll scream, this is why I don't date Geminis. Like, bro, you knew I was a Gemini 3 years ago. That's on you. Okay, next red flag is the phone addict. If you're out to dinner and she takes out her phone every 3 seconds, red flag. Like, who are you live tweeting this date for? Am I supposed to retweet my own conversation? Nothing kills a vibe faster than sitting across from someone who treats dinner like a press conference. You're pouring your heart out about your childhood dog and she's out here making a TikTok with the breadsticks. Like, hello, Lassie just died. Can you not add a CapCut filter right now? And it's never just some quick glance either. It's like full-blown scrolling. You'll be mid-story and see the reflection of some dude hitting the gritty on her screen. You're competing with a For You page, and spoiler alert, the For You page is undefeated. The phone addict's favorite line is, I'm just checking something real quick. Real quick turns into 10 minutes of deep Instagram stalking while you're babysitting an empty water glass. You came here to get to know her, but apparently the waiter knows her better at this point because she's asked him for Wi-Fi 3 times. And don't even get me started on the food pics. Like, you haven't even touched your burger because she's gotta get like 6 angles of it for Snapchat. Flash on, flash off, standing up, in the booth. Like it's a Vogue cover shoot. I'm starving while my fries are cooling down because she's building a mood board. Here's the thing though, when a girl's a phone addict, you're not her date. You're her content. She's not laughing at you or your joke. She's laughing at the notification she just got from her group chat. You're basically auditioning for background character in her Instagram story. And the worst part is if you say something, you look crazy. You'll be like, hey, can you put the phone down? And she's like, whoa, you're controlling. No, I just don't want to compete with Candy Crush for your attention. My bad for thinking dinner was a 2-player game. Okay, last red flag is the guy best friend apologist. Every time you bring him up, it's like, oh no, don't worry, he's just like my brother. Bro, if he's like your brother, then why does he text you, what are you doing at 2 a.m.? What kind?
Hey, look, my ex, bro, was heavy on that shit, bro. Heavy on that shit. It is the most annoying thing in the world to deal with. And if you're dealing with that out there, bro, I feel so bad for you, bro. Because the shit is just annoying. It's so... It should be so simple, like, to cut the shit with it, but it never is. It never is, bro. Look at me. It never is. Yeah, I don't know why, bro. It should never
Kind of
be
family
good.
reunion is that? These girls always say it with that calm, dismissive tone, like you're the one being paranoid. He's basically my brother. Oh, word? So your brother calls you babe on Instagram? Your brother leaves heart eye emojis under every selfie? Your family dynamic must be wild. Here's the truth. No guy is putting in his best energy for free. You think he's just hanging around because he loves your personality? No, no, no. He's in the reserves, waiting for coach to put him in the game. He's waiting for you to fumble so he can swoop in with a "you deserve better." And if you ever meet him, it's the most awkward handshake of your life because you both know you're shaking the hand of your replacement, and he's looking at you like, yeah, buddy, enjoy your time on the field. I'll be here when she benches you. The best excuse always comes with receipts, too. She'll be like, we've known
What,
each
the
other
EP?
since middle school, and he's basically family. Okay, but he's also been in love with you since middle school, so you don't keep a torch lit for 10 years just to be like a brother. That's not family. That's a man waiting for your relationship to expire. And, you know, if you bring it up too much, you become the villain. You'll be like, I don't feel comfortable with how close you are to him, and suddenly you're toxic, you're controlling, yet again, you're the insecure boyfriend. Meanwhile, this dude is literally commenting eggplant emojis on her bikini pics. Yeah, real brotherly. At the end of the day, if she's defending this guy with her life, you're not in a relationship with just her. You're in a triangle offense, and trust me, one of you is riding the bench. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. I post all my videos early on Spotify, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Those red flags are pretty valid. I can't cap. Those are pretty valid red flags. Some of them I've seen, especially of recent. Some of them I didn't even think about, like the Snapchat store. I didn't even think about the astrology signs and stuff. I really haven't engaged with a lot of those. Like, I'm not from the West Coast, and I feel like that's more of a West Coast thing. I know they do it everywhere, but I feel like that's definitely more of a Cali thing. Like, I that's what I feel like. I don't know though. I haven't personally dealt with any astrology birds in like ever. So like I don't think, at least maybe a few, but very very few. Astrology is basically birthday racism. So one was Snap Store, horoscope, preaching, phone addict, defends die best friend. So Snap Store, that one is pretty valid, bro, because you know they definitely got specific people or guys or whatever that they're gonna talk to. It ain't gonna be you. You don't see the store grow up. It might make you sour. Might not. You know what I'm saying? Horoscope thing. I might be covering it right here, but horoscope thing. I'm still new to it, so I don't really know too much about it. But that's something to look out for. I already kind of like am not behind the shit. I've already like personally told myself, like, if I hear about astrology or something from some chick, bro, I'm not, like, it's all, pretty much like don't be off button. Most likely. I mean, for like dating, like actually, you know what I'm saying? Phone addict, I don't think I've dealt with any of that too much. Maybe like here and there, but nothing crazy. And the die best friend, literally, like, my ex, that was probably one of the reasons why we also got, you know, divorced anyway. So that, like, you know, this shit just pops up. It's like, luckily it was nothing too crazy that I saw, at least, but still, it's just the fact that it was possibly a factor in the mix. It's annoying. It's something that you have to deal with sometimes, and it's just like, it's dumb. It's dumb as hell. Yeah, and that's fair. I don't know why Forza shouldn't be with her if she's that close to another guy, in my opinion. I don't care if people find me toxic. I'm old enough to know. I am old enough to know too, bruh. It's like, so I'm not gonna give like a story time, but it's just like we had an agreement where you weren't supposed to even no, it wasn't an agreement because like I didn't even make an agreement at all for this. I just said like I wasn't cool with it, and she made it to where it was her own agreement where she wouldn't talk to the person, her best friend that was a guy, right? And then what happens was I found out that she was texting him. It was just casual messages like I saw, but the fact that it was happening is what drove me. You know what I'm saying? That shit made me upset. Only because not knowing about it. And she was doing it, like, it makes it a thing. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's nothing there, why make it a thing? And I don't know, at that point, it drove a line. You know what I'm saying? Like, it put a divide between us. And there's many more things, you know, maybe one day I'll break it down for y'all niggas, but right now, I ain't talking about that stuff. Luckily, that shit just happened, you know. It's finalized, I believe. So, you know, maybe I will start talking about it. We'll get into it one day. But I'm not going to dive in that right now. And I may try to get all the... might have to make that to a nice little video or something. Like, I don't know. I'm personally a fan and an advocate of... I don't know about marriage anymore. I was with it the first time. I did it. I experienced a lot. I think it's time I can talk about it. I'm not doing it right now, but talk about it, discuss it, what I learned, and what I learned to be better at too. That's something I should also, I think, talk about. Like, I feel like there's not a lot. There's a lot of probably like marriage perspectives, but I feel like mine's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I learned a pretty decent amount from the experience, and it's just something I feel like I should share one day. And I probably am. I'm just not gonna do it right now, but it can make for an interesting little topic to talk about one day.